Really, what a response. Good teams that win a lot of games, and we're going to be one of them. They find ways to win games when you're not at your best. I thought we came out of the gate really strong, moving the ball, making shots. Got a 12-point lead pretty quickly, and then lost our edge a little bit. I got into my bench, and as a result, I didn't feel like we were making the appropriate plays. FAU's a good basketball team. They took Miami to a 2-point game. And the last time I looked, Miami, I believe, was leading the ACC, and then they went into Marshall, which is a very difficult place to play, which we're going to here soon, and led the game for 40 minutes. So a lot of respect for Dusty May. On his staff is a kid named Todd Abernathy. He was my first point guard at Ole Miss. His dad was on Knight's 76 undefeated team, Tom Abernathy. Were you born in 76, Evan? No way. Look it up, though. Look it up. I bet you, I know you got internet.
About 7 years later.
I know you have internet. Nothing but respect for Florida Atlantic. Really, really proud of our guys' response. They had us on our heels, and we played near perfect basketball down the stretch.
You look at the kind of turning point of that was Walker's kind of steal and layup there, and then followed that up with Jimison getting the steal, getting it back to Jelly. Just talk about that kind of grit and that run at that point.
Well, we switched. We got to it. They were just eating us up. They had 4 guards on the floor, and they were driving us. So we went to that 1-3-1 down the stretch. And Jelly hit a big shot. Then we got a steal, and he was able to finish in the full court. Next thing you know, we put some game pressure on him. We had that thing to 8. Forrest, a terrific player, first-team All-League guy last year. He'll be an All-League guy this year. He rose up and hit a big 3 to cut it back to 5. What did we do? We responded. Jelly and Quan down the stretch were tremendous.
You just talked about those two guys. They both set career highs, and Jelly really big there with those three-pointers there.
There's 2 stats. It was probably our worst game to date on second chance points. We're really good off our offensive glass, and we typically win that category significantly. Tonight we lose it by 7. They're very good off their offensive glass as well. So we only get 11 offensive rebounds. We only got 5 second chance points. I thought they did a good job of really putting bodies on bodies. But the staff that ended up holding true for us, we go plus 11 off points off turnovers. And at the half, I believe we were down 4. So the defense was able to create offense for us. The 1-3-1 threw them out of rhythm. We were able to secure some defensive stops. And then offensively, again, Jelly with play after play, Quan with some huge free throws. Good night against a quality team and great energy. It was the best energy that we've had in this building. I appreciate the people coming out and supporting this team. They're deserving of your support.
You had about an 8-minute field goal drought there, but just keeping that defense through that drought, because I believe y'all allowed them 3 of 8 from the field during that run. Just talk about being able to keep that defense during that.
Well, the stats that jump out to me, we turned them over 13 times. We only had 7 steals. That's got to be a season low. But I look up, they shoot 38% from the floor. They're 8 for 24 from 3. They come in shooting about 37% in that regard. Offensively, we were gritty enough. 43% is not to our standard, but we made our free throws. The timeliness of our shot making, most especially out of Jelly and Quan, were the difference.
And just being able to, what can you learn from a game like this? Going through as much bad basketball as y'all had at certain points and being able to come out with a.
Well, again, good teams just have to grind. It's a long, long season. We've won every game in this building by double figures. Tonight certainly did not feel like an 11-point win, but at the end of the day, that's what the scoreboard says. I think it's good for us. Without challenge, there is no growth, and so every time we get challenged, we're growing. We've got. It's so important if you want to play meaningful basketball in the month of March. You have to protect your home floor. We've been good at that so far. Now we got to take our act on the road. We've got a week to prepare for Louisiana Tech. I know preseason, a lot of people project us, they're going to be the best team. Well, no, Louisiana Tech won the league last year, at least won our side of it. So they still have what we're going after, an opportunity in Ruston a week from today. We'll be ready. Thanks.
Well, for one, I seen how offense was struggling, so I'm not really the first option or the second option for our offense. So I seen those guys struggling, so I was like, I'm gonna have to pick it up on the offensive end and on the defensive end. So that what got me going, and I started making shots. I just shot the shot, so I was like, I gotta keep going because they need me right now to score the ball.
And obviously, y'all hit a long field goal drought there in the second half, but y'all's defense kept up. I think y'all held a 3 of 8 during that little stretch run. But just talk about being able to keep that defense level high during the little runs.
Yeah, so we try to get 3 stops in a row. That's the biggest part of the game is getting 3 stops in a row multiple times. So in that stretch, we got more than 3 stops in a row, which helped us. You know, we weren't scoring, but it made us dig deep to keep being disruptive on defense.
Now, near the end, Jelly hit some big threes there at the end, but something I kind of noticed in the end was that he was looking your way. He wasn't trying to do it all himself. What does that speak for you, for this team that a guy like that can, also set a career high,
Right.
is still looking for you.
Right. Because we got trust in each other. I've been struggling offensively this year. Everybody knows that, but he still finds a way to keep me in the game, keep me going. And to be honest, he gives me confidence, and I give him confidence. So every time he's struggling, I was like, keep shooting. Every time I'm struggling, he's like, keep shooting. So we always look for each other. He's a great teammate. And I told him, you ain't always got to do it yourself. You don't. So yeah, I guess he listened to me finally.
Any other questions?
Yeah, you guys got down a little bit there. What's the mentality for coming back?
Just defense. But once, we don't even think about offense. When we down, we come on now. Like the scoring's gonna come. Somebody's gonna score the ball. It's a basketball game. The scoring gonna be 0-2. Then we gonna stay with 11 points while they got 19. Somebody's gonna score the ball. We just gotta get stops. Stops is the main reason we win games. That's our biggest thing we got to win games.